Islam in itself is to denote something that is regards to peace and anything that has to do with coexistence, being a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, or anything else.
These rights cannot be realized unless there is peace, and there cannot be any peace unless there is religious tolerance. So religious tolerance is very fundamental. It's very key for any society to make any meaningful progress.
Good afternoon, amazing listeners. You are welcome to Majak Radio 92.2 FM. We are broadcasting live from our main studio in Bakau, Newtown South. It is 4 p.m. and time for another interesting edition of Pathway to Peace, a weekly program that comes your way every Thursday. In this program, we look at global crisis and its pathway to peace. And our today's topic is importance of religious tolerance. I am your presenter, Isatou Jallow, with my very special guest here in the studio. On my right, I have a legal expert, one who has substantive knowledge and many years of field experience in the legal chamber. Barrister Musa Baro, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's indeed a pleasure to be here.
And on my left side, here in the studio, is Murabbi Sulaiman Tanya, who is a missionary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, who has dedicated the past 7 years of his life studying Islamic teaching at Jamia International Ghana, which earns him the title of Murabbi. Murabbi Tanya, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
This is your program, Pathway to Peace, on Majak Radio 92.2 FM. Everyone with sympathy and compassion towards humanity is antagonist and worried about the current state of affairs in the world. Much has been said and written about this issue, suggesting that this unrest has arisen much more intensely in the Islamic world, or that it is being caused by Muslims. The developed and well-educated class of people believe that the root cause of this problem is religion, which has now reached its extreme because of a certain Muslim group or organization. Yet in reality, the root cause of this is their failure to understand religion.
It has been something that the Holy Prophet ﷺ has always been yearning for, that is to create and also to establish a peaceful society and a conducive society for not only Muslims but for everybody, regardless of faith, background, or race. And particularly Islam in itself is to denote something that is regards to peace and anything that has to do with coexistence, being a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, or anything else that lives in the society, especially to people who have less privileges. And Islam has also supported this from the get-go. That is, we have seen it in the life of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was living in Mecca, then migrated to Medina. This was his message, and the message was Islam. Islam denotes peace.
As they say, charity begins at home. The 1997 Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia, which is the supreme law of the land, has indeed guaranteed the right to religion for anyone in the Gambia. What this right means is that everyone is at liberty to practice his or her religion, but also manifest his or her religion publicly. However, it must be understood that the right to practice one's religion is not an absolute right. The rights, civil, political rights on one hand, economic, social, and cultural rights, and people's rights. These rights cannot be realized unless there is peace, and there cannot be any peace unless there is religious tolerance. So religious tolerance is very fundamental. It's very key for any society to make any meaningful progress.
Okay, Barrister, thank you so much for that. So this shows us that without peace, a country cannot develop and worship will even become difficult. So that's why people have to encourage one another to tolerate one another's belief, to live harmoniously and with peace. Listeners, this is your program, Pathway to Peace, on Majak Radio 92.2 FM. I am your presenter, Isatou Jallow. With me here in the studio is Barrister Musa Barrow and Rabbi Suleiman Tanja. They are talking about how religious intolerance can promote peace. You can also call us on 36893996, 36893996 for any contribution. Moving on, Rabbi Tanja, tell us some of the ways in which the holy founder of Islam, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, promotes religious tolerance and how it contributes to peace during his era.
The Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam particularly addressed the believers, and he said, "A'atu kulli dhi haqqin haqqahu." That is, you give and render everyone's right accordingly without having to curtail it in any form. And that this has been the principal Islamic tenet that has been ordained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Sharia. And the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, emphasizing on this, he said the Muslim is that person, al-Muslimu man salima an-nasa bil lisanihi min lisanihi wa yadihi, that a believer, a Muslim, is that person who from whose tongue and hands other people are safe. That means from whose sayings and from whose actions or doings people are safe. So this has been the way in which Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam taught the believers to address and also to recognize that we are to live in a harmonious society. And how do we see this? We've seen this thing in the when the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in the 4th Nabawi migrated to Medina.
Tolerance is the key to peace, and peace is the key to almost everything. So for there to be development, there has to be peace first. For there to be any meaningful progress in any society, their peace has to be consolidated. So for this reason, it is very important that everyone is tolerant towards one another, so that we can develop a society which is just and fair for everyone. Because in the absence of peace, in the absence of peace, there cannot be any meaningful progress.